Many women reach this age and discover that the old approach, skip breakfast, cut dinner, survive on coffee, no longer works. A chaotic deficit happens when you are too low on food early, too hungry later, and too inconsistent on weekends. At each main meal, look for 3 anchors: a protein anchor, a fiber anchor, and a volume anchor. The goal is not to make every plate perfect. The goal is to reduce the number of decisions your tired brain has to make. The better question is, does this meal help me feel steady for the next 3 to 5 hours? Sometimes the first sign is fewer cravings, better energy, better digestion, and less mental noise around food. Monday through Thursday may be very controlled, but Friday night through Sunday can erase the gentle deficit without feeling dramatic. Choose the treat on purpose instead of grazing through the day. Welcome back to the Herbal Bloom. If you are around 45 and you feel like you are eating less, trying harder, and still not seeing the fat loss you expected, this video is for you. Not because your body is broken, and not because you need a more extreme diet. Many women reach this age and discover that the old approach, skip breakfast, cut dinner, survive on coffee, promise to be stricter tomorrow, no longer works the way it used to. The problem is often not a lack of effort. The problem is a chaotic deficit. A chaotic deficit happens when you are too low on food at one part of the day, too hungry later, too inconsistent on weekends, too tired to move, and too stressed to recover. From the outside, it looks like you are doing everything right. Inside the body, the pattern feels unpredictable. Effective weight loss after 45 is usually less about punishment and more about structure. Your body does not need a perfect diet. It needs a repeatable pattern that helps you eat enough protein, enough fiber, enough real food, and still create a gentle calorie deficit without feeling like every day is a battle. A helpful place to start is the 3 anchor plate. This is not a trendy meal plan. It is a simple way to check whether your meals are supporting fat loss or accidentally making the day harder. At each main meal, look for 3 anchors: a protein anchor, a fiber anchor, and a volume anchor. Protein helps the meal feel more satisfying. Fiber supports fullness and digestion. Volume, from foods like vegetables, fruit, soups, or simple whole food sides, helps the plate feel abundant instead of tiny. This matters because many women try to lose weight by removing food first. They remove breakfast, remove carbs, remove snacks, remove enjoyment, and then wonder why cravings get louder at night. But when the body feels under-supported early, it often negotiates later. It asks for quick energy, larger portions, more grazing, or a just this once evening that happens 4 times a week. So before you cut more, build better anchors. A breakfast might be Greek yogurt with berries and nuts, eggs with vegetables and whole grain toast, or a protein-rich smoothie with fiber instead of just fruit juice. Lunch might be chicken, beans, tuna, tofu, or lentils, with vegetables and a satisfying carbohydrate like potato, rice, or whole grains. Dinner might be simple, warm, and steady. Protein, vegetables, and something that makes the meal feel complete. The goal is not to make every plate perfect. The goal is to reduce the number of decisions your tired brain has to make. Around 45, many women are carrying work, family, hormones, stress, and a schedule that leaves very little room for complicated dieting. A simple plate pattern gives you a default. And defaults are powerful because weight loss is not won by one heroic day. It is built by repeatable days. Another important point: eating healthy and eating in a fat loss pattern are not always the same thing. You can eat very healthy foods and still eat portions that keep your weight stable. You can also eat too little during the day and still not create the kind of consistency that leads to progress. This is why the question is not only, is this food healthy? The better question is, does this meal help me feel steady for the next 3 to 5 hours? If the answer is no, adjust the anchors. Add protein, add fiber, add water earlier in the day. Make the plate less random. The first sign that the pattern is working is not always the scale. Sometimes it is fewer cravings, fewer evening emergencies, better energy, better digestion, and less mental noise around food. Those are not small wins. They are signs that the routine is becoming sustainable. There is also a weekend piece that many women miss. Monday through Thursday may be very controlled, but Friday night through Sunday can erase the gentle deficit without feeling dramatic. That does not mean weekends are bad. It means weekends need a loose structure too. Keep the same anchors at breakfast or lunch. Do not arrive starving to dinner. Choose the treat on purpose instead of grazing through the day. You can enjoy food and still protect your progress. If you are 45 and trying to lose weight, do not build your plan around the strictest day you can survive. Build it around the most supportive day you can repeat. That is the difference between forcing your body and working with it. And please remember, if weight gain is sudden, unexplained, or paired with new symptoms like extreme fatigue, changes in your cycle, unusual swelling, dizziness, or anything that worries you, it is worth speaking with a qualified professional. Habits matter, but your health deserves attention, not guesswork. The simplest experiment for the next 7 days is this. Do not start by eating less. Start by making your meals less chaotic. Choose one protein anchor, one fiber anchor, and one volume anchor at 2 meals a day. Notice your hunger, cravings, energy, and evening control. Then adjust from there. If this helped you see fat loss after 45 with more clarity and less blame, subscribe to the Herbal Bloom for calm, practical wellness guidance that helps you work with your body, not against it.